What's up, 351? I was wondering if this thing was working. It's been so long since I went live and I quit paying for StreamYard. So I'm trying to learn how to sharpen knives. Just having fun, playing around. I've had this knife sharpener for a couple of years and finally opened it up. Sharpened a couple of Tilly's kitchen knives and it went pretty well. So audio and video is good on your side. Great. I got the old bait knives out, or a few of them. What's up, Bank Fishing Adventure? Benoit. Oh no, who made Chris mad getting the knives sharp? Well, we're hoping they get sharp. You guys will have to bear with me. Don't cut your finger. You have to bear with me on reading chat. I'm trying to watch what I'm doing so I don't cut my finger. This knife right here I'm working on, I think, is just about done. I'm basically having to reprofile these because they've been tortured. I'm going to pull it out of here in just a minute. Give it a little test. But I was saying earlier, I sharpened a couple of Tilly's kitchen knives, and they turned out pretty good. These bait knives, I mean, they're only $3 to $7 knives. But I thought, well, if I can sharpen them back up, it's always good to have sharp knives. Always good to have sharp knives. I don't know. This reprofiling thing, it's not feeling too sharp. Tell you what, let's do. Let's strop it a few times before I decide if it needs more, which I believe it does need more. I do believe. Make sure we knock any burr off. It might still be there on each side. You should have seen all the fish scales and fish guts dried up on these knives when I brought them in. I had to use each knife to clean off the other knife. What I'm doing right now is just a leather strop in case we had any burrs left on there. Should knock them off. I mean, the edge looks good. It's nice and shiny edge, but it didn't feel too awfully sharp. Let's get it out of here and see. Man, it's real cheap steel too, so you can't expect a lot. I mean, it was a $3 knife. As long as it will somewhat cut some paper, I think. It wants to. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys see that? You guys tell me. Black cut bait? That's newspaper, by the way. That's not notebook paper. Looks like it'll cut some shad. It's not. I mean, yeah, it's see, how do I get that in camera here? Yeah, that whole blade's sharp. Well, I tell you what, it's sure. Yeah. Maybe my other thumb's just numb because it didn't feel that sharp with my other thumb. Yeah. It'll do, donkey. It'll do. Let me set that up there so I don't cut myself. We're going to call that one done. We're going to call that one done. Let's see. This next knife here. This is one of those Billy Bay knives. Another cheap knife. And I mean, it won't do nothing. Yeah, it's trying to do something, but good for another year. Not the way I treat knives. I get a carp, I cut through their bones and everything. I do. Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys are interested in what system I'm using or not. I think I'm going to make a video, like a review video. But if you're interested, I will show you and tell you what I know about it, which is not a lot, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. What's up, Small Waters? David Hamilton? Let's come and sing. 9 people. All right. All right, so let me get that knife clamped in there. So this is we're starting fresh on this knife. So let's get rid of our strop. First thing I'm going to do is I can see on the knife where the factory grind was. So I'm going to take this Sharpie. I'm going to try to color in over the top of all these fish scales where that factory grind is. Then I'm going to take, I know I'm probably going to have to reprofile this, so I'll be using some very aggressive grit. But for right now, I'm going to use this 600 grit stone and just try to find my angle. By scratching the Sharpie off. And believe it or not, that's looking pretty close. I think I can live with that. That's pretty much taking that Sharpie right off. Except for down there on that end. What's going on down there? That's a little odd. When I get down there to the tip of the knife, it's not even getting on the tip. It's a little strange. People are strange. I don't know. That may need some reprofiling. I posted a crappie fillet video an hour ago. This kind of goes hand in hand. You know what? I think I'm going to bring this angle up. Huh. That's interesting. Let's set that up around 20 degrees. Yeah, I just don't know what's going on there. I think it's just going to need some severe reprofiling. But I think that's where we're going to sharpen that one. This one may end up being a bust. I don't know. All right. This is a 220 grit. It's going to sound amazing to you guys, probably. It's going to be nails on a chalkboard. What I'm going to do is back and forth 10 times, flip the knife back and forth 10 times, and then check, see where we're at. Let's go. Anybody counting? Because I already lost count. I'm going to call that 6. Took your socks off. Well, that was 10, and I can already tell it needs some more. So we're just going to keep going on this side. We'll do 15, then rotate it. What's up, Chrissy Brown? I always like to finish at the handle, so I'm going to go back one more. All right. Flip this bad boy over. Now we'll do 15 on or 16 on this side. Somebody count this time. There's 1. 2. 3. Dog and I lost count. Is that 10? Thank you, Chrissy. this one might take some work, ladies and gents. Oh, I mean, there's a burr over there, so Telly's a counter. I wish Telly was in here counting. You can tell what arm Chris used when he was a kid. Maybe. All right, so that was our 220 grit. We're going to go to 320 now. These things, you just rotate them. There's 3 different stones inside here. And we're going to start here. We're just going to keep going up in grit until we get to the end. Here we go. Yeah. I don't know. These real cheap knives, cheap steel. I mean, you can't expect a lot, but gotta do what we can do, right? It's still fun. I still enjoy doing it. There's Telly. I've been cutting up Telly's bananas and cutting up paper everywhere just because it's fun. I've already lost count. I think that was 6. That's what we're going with. 7. 8. 'Alright. Flip her back. That was the 320. Now we're going to 400. I'm not even going to check it. We're just going to go. Two. Three, 4. Six. Now, you know, if these knives were already in better shape, we wouldn't have to do all this. We'd been done by now, just, you know, touching them up. If Telly would have took better care of these knives, we wouldn't have to go through all this. I have no idea what that was, but we're going to call it 8. Make this 9. Call that 10. Flip it over. Do this side. I'm not putting any downward pressure on these either. This is all just pretty much the weight of the stone. Stroke, stroke, stroke. That's 2. Three. 4. 'What's up, Rustic? I think that's 8. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't know. All right, we're done with that one. Move over to this one. This one has, let's see, 600, 800, and a ceramic. By the time we get done with these, this knife should be sharp. This is the 600 grit. You definitely hear a difference. One is a little more fancy than yours, too. I like this one. Like I said, I've been telling you guys, you know, I bought this thing like 2 years ago, and I just opened it up the other day. And I really like it. I'm still learning. I got a lot of things to learn about it. Like what I'm doing right now, or, you know, basically reprofiling. I have no idea how many that is, but we'll go with, make this 6. Seven. Buggy, did that video ever play for you that I sent you? I don't know if it did or not. 8. 9. 10. Brian B., are you old enough to be using that? Hey, I didn't see no age limit on it. I do what I want. I'm grown. There's 1. It did come with instrucciones. You think I read them? That's what YouTube's for, man. Anybody counting? We're going to call this 4. 5. 6. 7. Yes, it did. I just answered that. Didn't you pay any attention, Dogandai? I'm just playing, in case you didn't know. I know it's Dog and I. And I said, yes, it did come with directions. Do you think I read them? Ha, ha, ha. That's what YouTube's for. I owe you dinner. I don't owe you shit. You know I did not. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, that was 600. Going to 800. What would you like, Brian? I erased my comment because it was... Oh, I see. Well, I read it anyway. I knew what you were saying. I'm kind of smart like that. One, 2, 3. Since I can't get anybody else to count, I'll count. 4. 5. What's up, Curtis? 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Flip it. Flip it, flip it, flip it. 613. I don't know if this is going to be sharp. It's not looking the greatest, I tell you that. I'm new. I don't know what to do. I'll call that 4 since Telly's not counting. Six. 7. 8. When you're done, give it the hair test on your arm. I ain't going for razor sharp. I'm just a new guy. Don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going for it'll cut bait. That's what I'm going for. We'll give her the old paper test. Let's flip that over. We've got our ceramic left. And then we'll take it off here and see what she looks like. Okay, then no hair on the arm, then do the paper. Yeah, I'll do the paper. If it'll cut paper, it'll cut bait. I know that. I mean, a crowbar will cut bait if you push down on it hard enough. The arm, Rustic. What about the face? In your face. I have no idea how many times that was. We're going to pretend like it was 10. Three. Headed home. Be careful, Buggy. Shave dry. You have shaved chest like, shaved test like Clint Eastwood. I thought you were saying shaved chest. How many was that? Who's counting? You're all fired. Nobody's counting. Seem to have mega peanut M&Ms, huh? Interesting. All right. Let's run the strop on it just so we can say we did it. Don't want anybody saying, "Oh, you didn't strop it. You're not done. You didn't strop it." Meaning it's shiny. Is that good? Does that mean anything? It's shiny with fish guts and fish scales on it. All right. So, Rustic, we did the paper test before I started, and it wouldn't cut jack crap. So, you get her out of there, see what she looks like, how she feels. She feels like a butter knife, but we did reprofile it, so I don't know. I'm new and I don't know what to do. If I hold that down there, you guys can see it. Will it cut paper? Hey, she'll cut paper. What do you think about that? That ripped. That ripped. What's going on here? It needs a little bit more work, but she'll definitely cut some bait. Ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it. Hold it over here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, she's a cutting. She's a cutting. Quit ripping it. It's cutting. We're going to call that knife done. Pretty sharp now. I was able to do, I don't think either one of these knives are going to do it. I mean, I guess we can try it, but let's just have a look-see here. I did this with one of Telly's kitchen knives. I did. But I don't think that these knives are going to be able to accomplish this task. But we'll try it anyway. I'll have to put it over here, I guess, so you guys can see it. This is the first knife we did. Yeah, these ain't gonna pass the push test. No way. But she will cut, that's for sure. This newspaper, it's hard to do the push test on. Look at that. It'll do her. At least that first knife will. Anyway, I'm not going to torture you guys. I got one more knife to do right there. See how nasty these knives are? No edge on them. I mean, here's this. Here's the one we haven't done. I mean, it won't even grab the paper. Won't even grab it. Won't even grab it. Flashing car prices. Hey, I got these for free today. Old Auto and RV newspaper. I was in picking up some pizza. Let me pop you guys up here so you can have a look. See, take these off so I don't look like an old man. Oh wait, I still do. You want me to do it live, Buggy? I'll do it live. I just didn't know if you guys wanted to sit through another one. Let me see if I can get. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it very well, but I want to tell these kitchen knives earlier. I was able to do the push test with. There's my. Where'd it go? Need some volume. What's this?
That's sharp.
Let me play it again. Yeah. Play, I said.
Want to tell these kitchen knives I just sharpened? Let's try a push test.
Of course, I didn't catch the first one on camera.
I think that's sharp.
So it'll do it. I don't have any skill. It's all right there. And that was the first or second knife I ever sharpened on this thing. Oh, lordy, lordy. We're supposed to go fishing today. Turn the camera back down. You got nowhere to be or do. You got nobody to do and nowhere to be. Well, you guys are going to have to watch me wait, because. Samurai Sharp. Well, I guess I can tell you about this little hickamajiggy. It is the Work Sharp Precision Adjust Knife Sharpener Elite. They have a $50 version. They have this one, which is 120-ish. No. Right around 100. I don't remember. 150-ish, I think. And then they have their Professional, which it's, because this is pretty much all plastic. It's all aluminum, and it's around 200, I think, 250-ish, 249-ish. Comes with everything you see here, only bigger and better and a little bit more accessories. You guys probably don't even, that's what it looks like. It's got your angle adjustment. Now the more expensive version comes with a digital angle finder. His knife's sharpener than a holder. His knife is sharper than a holder. Should. But anyway, each one of these rods has 3, they call it their, what is it? The try something. Tri-brasive rods. Tri-brasive. Because it's got 3 different abrasives in it. You just flip them around for the one you want. got this one. These are all the coarse. These are all the finer. And then the strop. And it's got your little thing here for serrated knives. I don't know if I'll mess with serrated knives or not. But it's pretty neat little handy dandy knife sharpener. Like I said, if your knives are in better shape, you don't have to reprofile them like I've been doing. Do it half the time. Vanessa Kitty, I really like it a lot. I mean, hey, thank you. He wasn't real big, but I was super stoked to catch a flathead yesterday. I actually got the trifecta yesterday, and I have pictures to prove it. I like this system. I've had it for 2 years, and I just opened it a few days ago. And I'm already wanting to buy the one step up. Use the DMT system. But this is the first knife sharpener I've ever owned that uses stones. I've got the Work Sharp belt one, the original, and then I've also got the Kin Onion edition. And I like them. They'll put an edge on a knife real quick. I do have polishing pads that go up to 1,500 or 15,000 grit. Nice. Yeah, I don't know that I'm ever going to get that detailed. I'm sharpening $7 knives. You know, I don't have any expensive knives. I think the most expensive knife I've ever bought in my life was $40, except for like the set that I would buy for like deer processing. You know, how many different grains of grit does that come with? It comes with this many. So that one's 220, 320, 400, 600, 800 ceramic, and then a leather strop. So 6 different grits if you count the ceramic as a grit. I don't see why you wouldn't. But I mean, you can buy their $50 version, and it comes with 320, 600, and ceramic, and that's all it comes with. But that's enough to sharpen a knife. To polish certain things, don't do knives with those grits. Ah, I see. I know. I mean, you can put a mirror finish on them sometimes. I don't know if you guys will be able to see. I mean, you can see that's the knife. That was the first knife we sharpened in this live stream. You can get the light to catch it just right. It's not a mirror finish, but it's shiny. It does a good job. I mean, if I can do it, anybody over there in that chat can do it. Well, maybe not Curtis, but anybody else can do it. All right, well, I'll get this other one loaded up, and we will. I forgot I had the GoPro running. Get this other one loaded up, and we will get to work. What's up, Big Bill? That's my best good friend Bill right there. That's my best good friend Bill. All righty then. Let me put my glasses back on. We're going to have to find our angle again. One of the things that the more expensive version has is it has a place, the grip's wider, and it has a place where you can pinch these and it opens. This one, I mean, it's not hard to open. It's just kind of hard to open. Get that in there. Pinch her down, and these have rubber pads inside, so it doesn't mar up your knife. Grips real good. Tighten that down. We didn't test this one, did we? We didn't test this one for sharpness before we started. Did we? We did. Yeah, we did. We did. I remember doing it now. Yeah, but it ain't going to do nothing. Let's see. This just slides right in there. It's got a nice little base. Oh, you guys ain't see anything. But that just slides in like that. It's got magnets back there that hold it in place. I mean, it's secure. I'm shaking my whole desk. And then it's a little button back here in the back that I push. Pops that out so you can rotate it. That's how that works. That's how that works. All right, let's get our Sharpie. I don't think this one doesn't look nearly as bad. I don't think we need to do all that reprofiling. So let's get our 600 out. Find our angle. $600. I'm thinking that other knife, just like this one, was around 17-ish. So let's move it down there. Find our angle. You need to go up a tad. Touch more. It's not looking too bad. I think we can do that right there. All right, let's take this. We're going to skip the 220. I'm going to start with 320. That goes up in there. It's got a magnet that holds it. Here we go. I see you, John. Hope somebody was counting. What's up, Dustin? Mark? We're just starting on this knife. It is our last knife. They all basically needed reprofiled. They're only $3 to $7 knives, so we're not asking too much of them. $4 is what we're calling that. Vine guard would help a lot. Maybe get these fish scales and guts off of them. That's H&H fine gar, by the way. I lost count. Yeah. Nobody's been counting yet. Not even me. All right. Flip it over. Oh, we're supposed to be counting. Yeah. We're supposed to be going. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been doing 10 back and forth. That was the 320, 400, and here we go. One. Three. Buggy's got us on a laptop. I think that was 6. I don't know. 8? Okay. Even better. So this is 10. Flip it. Four. Five. I'm trying to reach that right off the end of my knife. I get my buddy Batty to sharpen all my knives when he comes to visit. He's a wizard with the whetstone as long as he's half drunk. That sharpening by hand stuff, I can see the allure, but I'd rather have something like this. I mean, this is enough to where, to me, it's actually enjoyable. It's a little bit therapeutic. See, that's the 800, 600. But that's I enjoy doing it. Actually, I think it's fun. I don't know if you guys zoomed in that much, but full drunk trip to the ER. Nice. Here we go. 600 grit. Two. 4. 6. 8. Who do you appreciate? Before somebody puts that in chat. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. And here we go. Like I said, if you had a knife that just needs touched up, I mean, you could do this in just a couple of minutes or even less, probably a minute. If you just needed to hit it with the ceramic, keep a good edge on it. Four. Beat you to it, didn't I, Nate? 6. The little guy took off out the door while I was at the store. He's trying to suck up now. And I could probably skip some of these grits, but I just like the progression and just hitting all of them. I mean, like I said, I enjoy it. Here we go. 800 grit. Two. Only 8 that time? Uh-oh. Well, hey, Mr. Knife, we did 10. There. That's 4, I believe. Six. 8. So one thing I would say, though, is if someone's thinking about getting something like this, I would definitely recommend this. I mean, I don't know how long the stones last, but I also know that I've only got, with all her kitchen knives and our bait knives, I'll be sharpening maybe 20 knives a year or 20 knives every 6 months. And I would imagine these stones would last a very long time sharpening that low amount of knives, especially once they're already sharp. You just got to go back through and touch them up. I have no idea what their count is. You're not counting this one either. Well, we're going to call this 8. Flip it. See, we got our ceramic stone left. Two. 4, 6, 8. And there's different techniques on doing these. I'm doing the back and forth motion. Some of the knife guys would probably be yelling at me right now doing it this way, but this is the way that removes the most material the quickest, still gives you a sharp knife. You can do the pull only, you can do the push only, you can do the sweep. We're not getting that technical, at least not at this point. It's a $3 to $7 knife. I just need it to cut a piece of shad when I need to cut a piece of shad. I haven't really, to be honest with you, I haven't been using these knives very much since I got that bubble blade. Don't know how many this is. We'll go with 4. Another commercial. Oh, commercials are playing? Did I set that for commercials? I guess I did. Yeah, they're only a few seconds. You won't miss much. We only got 15 people watching. 15 wonderful people. All right, I think that was where we want to be. And now we're going to strop it just so we can say we did. Nobody's like, you didn't strop that. So we're going to do it anyway. Stroppy, stroppy. And then we'll see if it'll cut some paper, because we know it wouldn't cut paper before we started. Flip it over. Yeah, the strop, I don't need to do it 10 times. We're just making sure we've knocked off any burr that might have been on there, which the ceramic should have done as well. I've just been doing the strop a couple times each. Take it out, wipe it off. Feels about like the other ones. Let's see. I'd say that's better than it was. What do you guys think? There's a little spot right there. It wants to catch. But I'd say it'll cut bait. See if we can do that. Yeah, paper's too flimsy. I would say that's sharp. I don't know how long that took. That'd be something interesting. I might go back and rewatch this and see how much time we spent on that last knife, since we basically did it from beginning to end. The only thing I skipped on it was the 220. So it'd only be one more stone to do everything, to do every stone that the kit came with. But one thing I will tell you guys, if you get something like this and you're going to do it in the house, this rag has sharpened 3, 4, 5 knives now. And that's what it looks like. And that's not really from, wiping the knife off. It's wiping the knife off, and everything else is just what we've removed from the knives. So what I'm getting at is, don't piss your wife off. use a rag. Yeah. I wouldn't know if she'd get mad or not, but I'm at the computer desk and it's a black computer desk, so you wouldn't even know if it was dirty anyway, until you put your hand on it. So I guess that's going to be it, unless you guys just want to chat. Too late, already did that several times today. So these are the 3 knives that we sharpened, and Telly will tell you they were in desperate need of being sharpened. One of these may find a new home up at the front of the boat, in its sheath, right where we tie the anchor off in the rare occasions that we do use an anchor, so that it is there, and that is the only thing it is to be used for, is cutting that anchor rope. So I know it's sharp. You got me fired up. I'm trying mine now, but not nearly as fancy as yours. What you got there, bug man? What kind you got? I'm just curious. Is it a stone? Is it an electric? I mean, anything will sharpen a knife. I mean, you can sharpen a knife on your toilet lid. You can sharpen a knife on your car window, a brick, a rock. I mean, anything will do it. This, like I said, I've got the ones that's got, they got the belt sander in them, the work sharps. I've got the Ken Onion edition and the first one that came out with. They're great. I mean, they'll put a sharp edge on a knife and they'll do it right now. But it just wasn't enjoyable like this is to me. And I like cutting stuff up. Telly will tell you. I was sitting up there the other day. I sharpened her kitchen knives. I was holding a banana and chopping it all over the counter, peeling off. Like yours, just not as fancy. You probably got what are those called? Try shaving your head. No, not with the knives I sharpen. You're not. I don't think any of those are shaving sharp. Oh, good Lord. What is that called? I know what he's got, and it's a decent sharpener. I know what he's got. I just can't think of what they're called. It's Bubbles. Bubbles! A 600 or 300. Lansky, yeah. There's nothing wrong with that Lansky. Nothing at all wrong with that Lansky. Main thing with the Lansky is when you put your metal rod into your stone, lay it on a flat surface and make sure it is flat. So that when you stick it in that little groove for your angle, it really is that angle. Deadly on paper. Oh, it'll cut paper. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that Lansky. That Lansky put a razor edge on them too. I guarantee it will. Now what? So if you get attacked by a 3-ring binder, you're ready. That's right. If I can cut the hell out of some paper. I don't mean, what other medium do you use to test the sharpness of a knife other than a tomato or a banana? I mean, paper, we got a lot of paper. If it'll cut paper, I know it's sharp, especially newspaper. I'd like to have some magazine paper, but Kelly won't let me cut up over there for cooking magazines. Because I would. I'll cut the whole damn thing up. Neighbor's tired, see an ass. Oh, John. Do you have any friends? Well, I think it's just about time to have Telly make a pot of coffee. Nope. Get into my skivvies. What time is it? 7 o'clock. What time did I start this? Oh, we've been live for an hour and 11 minutes. I'll be darned. So we did 2 knives. I finished a knife and did 2 full knives. No, I finished a knife and did 1 full knife. Just push the button, it's ready. Ooh. I think I want to get a little more experience with this, and then I'm going to do a review video. And it probably won't be done in time for the Golden Whiskers, but that's not, I just want to do a review video on it. Cut up that Playboy you have under your side of the bed. Telly's got, that's all Telly, not me. Yeah, Telly's been working on Christmas decorations today. Have to decorate Mr. Coyote over here. Go watch my Crappie Play video, H&H, see how I do. I will do that. But I actually have some of those drag through sharpeners too, and they will put an edge on a knife. I don't care what anybody says. For the $3 knife, all you need to do, you just need it to cut. Now, would I run a $200 knife through one of those drag through sharpeners? No, probably not. But Dustin, let's started with our decorations tree. Will be up tomorrow. Mike Chavez in here? Did I miss Mike Chavez coming in? There he is. Name brand again. Well, let me just show you, Mike. This is what it is right there. Work Sharp Precision Adjust Knife Sharpener Elite. Because I'm an elite. They make a professional. This is like the mid-tier version. They make a $50 version, then this one, then a $200 version. I think it is $250. Wouldn't own a $200 knife. Yeah, that's why I don't buy expensive sunglasses too, because I'll scratch them up, lose them, drop them in the river. Been there, done that. Not a $200 pair, but my Walmart pair, I've lost them in the river. I'd love to have a real good pair of sunglasses, but I just won't spend the money on them because I know I'm going to scratch them, lose them, something. I like knives. I don't like knives enough to spend $200 on one. $600 or $300. I don't know what it means. Do buy expensive sunglasses. I use them too much. And I get it, John. I do. I would love to have some, but when I'm not wearing them in the boat, they're up here on my hat, and then I get bent over the boat, and next thing you know, they're in the river. $175 for one. I'm not. I mean, I don't care. I mean, it doesn't bother me that I understand why people spend a lot of money on knives and stuff. I really do. That's not me. Give me a knife that'll do what I need. Now, I have spent close to $100 on some hunting knives when I deer hunted a lot. I bought knife kits that were pretty expensive, but I was getting multiple knives for that. Yeah, I get it. It's not for cutting bait. I understand. Yeah, I have both of those. I have the original and I have the Ken Onion version. They're over there in the living room. They do work great. But to me, the knife sharpening, I enjoy it. I wanted to get something that uses the stones that I couldn't screw up, and this is what I'd settled on. K-bar knife also. Oh yeah, the K-bars. Yep. I just bought a new pair of banjo sunglasses, rose mirror lenses, looking at life through rose-colored glasses. Now I like the amber lenses. That's my preference. The amber-colored lenses. Ken Onion, that's it. Yep, I've got that one. Now, see, what I didn't like about it was my guides on my Ken Onion would flex. And I felt like I was never getting the same angle, And like I was been telling these guys before you came in, Mike, that those machines will put an edge on the knife right now. And it will be sharp. But it just wasn't that enjoyable to me. This to me is enjoyable. I enjoy doing this because I get to cut stuff. and test it. The sleep-in sunglasses. See, I mean, even here in Indiana, when I go, I had LASIK surgery years and years ago, and ever since I did that, I have a little bit of sensitivity to the light, and especially out in the bright sun. If I don't have sunglasses on, it's miserable. So I wear sunglasses all the time, hence the raccoon thing. Great machines just pain in the butt. Yeah, and then they're a little bit messier because there's they're grinders. They're noisy. You got to plug them in, get them out, set them all up. This thing right here, it's got a carrying case. It breaks down into three. This right here breaks down into three pieces. This comes out. It's just the little magnets that hold it in there like that. And then this spins. Let me put you down here. Push this button in the back. That allows you to turn your knife. But that comes out. This base comes off. That's your three pieces. And it goes in. It goes in this case. Got a carrying case. And then the only other thing, let me snap these in here real quick. And I'll show you. Then it's got this right here that holds your stones, and that goes in that case too. That's it. That's everything right there. It's everything that comes in the case. And then each one of these rods, Mike, I don't know how long you've been in here or not, but I'll show you on these rods with the stones, each one of them. So that's your 400. Turn it. That's the 320, 220, back to 400. And then the other stone has 600, 800 in a ceramic. And then the third one just has the leather strap. And from what I've found so far, it's everything you need to make a knife sharp. Everything you need to make a knife sharp. That's my opinion for what it's worth. Do we have to count again? Dustin just put his shoes on. I can use this sitting right here. But yeah, I set it up here on my computer desk. I got a little hooks and hammocks towel down there to catch all the dirt. And it's easy peasy. Easy peasy. Starting with lower number stone to the higher number. That's right, Buggy. Low numbers are abrasive, high numbers are less abrasive. But that is it. I think I'm going to cut this off now. Thanks everybody for coming in, hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing it, because I really do like cutting stuff with a sharp knife. So anyway, thank you. See y'all next time.